Table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal shaded lids, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving the grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark. Happy Monday. I mean, we had a fantastic weekend of sports as far as soccer was concerned, professional soccer. Enjoyed watching the Euros and Copa America as well, too, and we'll get into those two games later, as well as the Thunder did not play well at all. I don't think that they played good, and then because they got beat. And then, of course, the USA team plays tonight. They played last Wednesday, but anyway, the USA plays tonight, and the Thunder played their first game of the what I call the real summer league. We did go 2-1 in Utah in the pre-summer league, which is kind of a nice way to kind of get everybody, get all of our players a chance to get seen, a chance for them to kind of learn what it's like to play against NBA level talent. Excuse me. Even though I don't necessarily think that playing in that summer league really in Utah, it just kind of gets our players, gives the coaches a chance to see, gives St. Presti a chance to see the players and see what they're going to look like early, and then gives us a chance to see them kind of getting their feet wet. And, of course, they got smashed the very first game in Utah, then came back and won the next two. And then, of course, last night or Saturday or whenever it was, Saturday night, they got smashed. And so let's go ahead and talk about that. The Thunder played the Raptors. The Thunder lost 94-69. And I tried to watch the game, and I was trying to talk to some people. I tried to watch the game. I could not watch it. I just really could not watch the game at all. It was actually painful to watch. We looked horrible from the very beginning. We just did not look good. I mean, from the very start. I think we were, 2 for something the first quarter. I mean, I know I had it down here in my stat line because I was just so like, are you kidding me how bad we looked? In the first quarter, we were 3 for 20 in the first quarter. That's where we lost the game, really. We were 3 for 20 in the first quarter. Had 6 turnovers, shot 16 with 1 for 6 from 3. And then, our biggest issue I've watched this team is the turnovers. We have turned the ball over, and we're not turning the opposing teams over like the I don't know, what do you want to call them, the veterans or our NBA team, whatever you want to, I don't know how you, like the Thunder team, the real Thunder team, how the way that they play. Our team is not playing that well at all in summer, even though we are the defending G League champions. I just don't think the Thunder are playing very well at all. Keontae Johnson is not playing well, in my opinion. I thought he would be taking a bigger step than he is now. And a lot of it is they are showcasing our two recruits, our 2 stars, A.J. Mitchell and Dylan Jones. They are showcasing them, and that's what they're doing right now. 3-point percentage, the Raptors were 10 for 32. The Thunder were 11 for 28. The Raptors were 43.4% from the field. The Thunder only shot 34%, like I said. They never got it going. I mean, absolutely never got it going. 54 rebounds to 36, got out-rebounded by 18. Points in the paint, 22. Then, of course, there it is, that huge number 16. Remember, we only averaged 13 turnovers last year on our at the A team, varsity, whatever you want to call them. 16 turnovers, and then of course we got outscored 44-10 in bench. So the Thunder got a lot of work to do. Now, am I really concerned about what they're doing? Not really. I mean, it is summer league, so I don't really, worry about it too much. Here's their schedule. I'm sorry, let me fix that. Sorry about that, guys. Uh, Here's their schedule. Of course, tonight we play on ESPNU. We play the Heat tonight at 5 o'clock, which I won't be able to watch that game because I'll be training kids at that time, and then I have to go speak to a group of kids that I speak to today, and I do that occasionally, try to encourage younger kids to get better and what life is really like as a player. So I do that. So tonight I really won't be able to watch that game. I'm going to try to watch as much of it as I can, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch very much of it simply because I won't be able to. The Suns, of course, on Wednesday night at 7 p.m., and then, of course, the U.S. Olympic team is playing there at that particular time, and then, of course, we close out with Golden State. Now, these games say they'll be on NBA TV, which means we'll have to watch it on Bali, which means that I'll watch it on Bali and listen to it on the Sports Animal because I cannot listen to Michael Cage. I just really can't. I can't listen to him. So, but anyway, I'll watch that, and because I don't want to hear the Thunder side of view, I want to watch it for myself and come up with my own expectations and what reality of what I see, not paying attention to what they are saying and what they're saying. So, that being said, if you guys want to come on, you can come on and watch us the Unpopular Hour right now on YouTube. You can search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark. Search, like, subscribe, hit notifications. In fact, we've got 3 new users. So subscribers. So thank you guys for that. Then, of course, after the storm, the OKC Thunder post-game analysis, which is where we are really ramping up what people are watching, and you can come on and you can do that. Give me your comments, because like if you do it on Facebook, I can come back and see it later, but I don't really see it unless it's on here. So I don't really see it if it's on Facebook until after the show is over with. But on YouTube, you can go ahead, like, subscribe, hit notifications, and get that done. So, or you can go to MC Sports Network and watch us there on the MC Sports Network. So those are the ways to watch. And if you, like I said, if you want to comment, I can see your comments right now, and then you can go ahead and comment about anything you want to talk about or ask me any questions. We can do that as well. So now, that being said, the NBA Olympic team, it's all kind of drama associated with it right now. As well as the women's too as well. And, and it all serves because Jaylen Brown is not on the team, okay? And I'm not there's been, those conspiracy theories that say, oh, it's because, Nike put on who they wanted to put on, and I'm going, I don't understand that at all, simply because you put Derek White on instead of him. You took out Kawhi Leonard. He is a perfect example, or perfect replacement for Kawhi. About the same size, play about the same way. Derek White is really a guard. He's more of a Drew Holiday / person. Tyrese Halliburton. Those three are pretty much the same. They're more point guard type style players. They can spread the floor. They can hit shots. They distribute really well. They don't really need the ball in their hands. And maybe that's the thing that they did not want about Jaylen Brown, I guess. I don't know. But when you look at this team, Steve Kerr, of course, is the coach at Golden State. Tyronn Lue is the coach at the Clippers. Mark Few, of course, is the coach at Gonzaga. And Eric Spoelstra is the coach at Miami. So I don't really see what the issue is with any of that because Eric Spoelstra is the only one that's in the East. So I don't really get the snub of him. I really don't. I don't understand the issue with it at all. I really don't. But, it is what it is. They feel like that maybe Derek is going to be more of a team. But my understanding, Kevin Durant is still nursing his hamstring or his calf. So that may be a deal where then he comes and replaces him. Now, in that particular case, do you want 4 Boston Celtics on the team? That's 4 Boston Celtics on the team. I don't know if I want 4 Boston Celtics on the Olympic team. I mean, and then what's the idiot? I can't think of what his name is. He comes on and he's talking about Cooper Fly. this guy is just, I'm not even gonna say what show he's on, but if you'll just look it up, you'll know who I'm talking about. I mean, he just has the most outrageous takes. He is just, I just laugh at him. He just does anything. He's a social media person. He's brought up in this time where you say whatever so that you can get clicks and likes. You're not giving me really any information. He's a huge Brock Purdy fan, which we'll talk about later when we do our top NFL quarterbacks and why they're there. So, but anyway, on this Olympic team, I don't mind Derek White, like I said, but would I prefer Jaylen Brown? Sure. But I don't want 4 Boston Celtics on one team, on this Olympic team. 3 is more than adequate. They were the best team in the league, no question. But, I mean, you got to think about who you'd want in spite of him. If you're not going to take him, then who are you going to take? Who are you going to put on the team? And so, to me, Jaylen Brown is one of the top. I don't look at Derek White as one of the top 15 players at all. At all. I mean, to me, I'd rather have Chet. If you're going to put another guy in there, give me another big guy and put Chet in there because Chet can play the 4 and the 3. That way I've got Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, Bam, and Chet. Give me Chet. I'd take Chet over Derek White myself. That's just me. So when I look at this team, and I'm sure Chet will make the next team simply because he's younger, and that team is going to be in. Cooper Flagg probably will too in 4 years because he'll be in the league 2, almost 3 years at that point. Because let me see, it's 4 years from now, so next year will be his rookie year. His next year will be his freshman year at Duke. Then he'll leave Duke, and then he'll be in the league for 3 years. So that'll be his 3rd year in the league at that point, and we shall see where he stands among the guys. Because at that point, Kevin Durant won't be on the team. Steph Curry won't be on the team. LeBron won't be on the team. Joel may or may not be on the team. Jason Tatum, yes. Anthony Edwards, yes. Booker, maybe. Anthony Davis, maybe. Bam, probably. Drew Holiday, maybe. Because Drew Holiday will be 35, I think, at that time. Tyrese Halliburton, for sure. Derek White, probably, for sure, if he made it again. But, so anyway, that's kind of how I look at this. And after what I saw against Canada, that starting 5 does not work with Kevin Durant not in there. I didn't like it. Of course, the starting 5 was Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Embiid. Now, to me, if you have Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron, Embiid, and Drew Holiday, that 5 works, 100%. But with the USA, like I said, we talked about this before in our take on the All-Star game that, you look at the top 5 European players, and that is SGA, Luka, Jokic, Wemby, and Giannis. Those are your top 5, and you go against the top 5 of the USA. And like I said, it's not the first 5s, it's the next 5. And that's where the USA just completely dominates. They dominated Canada. Is that when you sit in that second 5, first 5 was matching well and playing well with them, but when you stick in that second 5 of Tyrese Halliburton, and Jason Tatum, and Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo, that 5 right there just dominate the game, and they're going to dominate whoever the hell they play. Now, when they go against Serbia, that's going to be great. Like Australia tonight, or today, I guess that was today, or going on currently. I don't even know what the score is. I haven't looked it up to see what the score is. Let me see if I can find that. I can't believe I didn't even watch that. Let me let you guys know what that score is. It was a close game. It was 98-92 is what that game was. So let me see. I don't want that. It was 98-92. Okay. So that shows flaws. Hold on to beat the Aussies. And we completely overlooked them. I can promise you that. I did not watch the game. I missed it. Let me see. The record 12,000 fans is what it says. Let me see. Anthony Davis just dominated once again. He had 17 points, 14 rebounds in 18 minutes. He's just a beast, and he is just, there's no answer for him. Let me see. The USA held them off with 2 clutch three-pointers from Tyrese Halliburton and 4 free throws from Devin Booker, and Halliburton has been playing well. Booker had 15. Anthony Edwards had 14. Australia was led by Jock Landale, who had 20 points. And I just laugh. I think that's funny to me when his team. I mean, I knew that they were just, like I said, when they turn around and they play South Sudan, it's going to be one of those deals too. Part of the thing with the USA is not playing together yet, not playing long enough. And, it is it's just one of those things where I look at this team and it's just a process. You have to play around each other. You have to play together. And let's face it, they overlooked the Aussies. I'm going to tell you they overlooked the Aussies. There's no way that they paid attention to them at all. I can promise you they did. They didn't pay attention to them. And you can't get mad at them. You can't say that, blah, blah, blah. They did not pay attention to the Aussies. They were not concerned about them one bit, which is why the game was what it is. Now, Wednesday, I promise you, Serbia will have their full attention. Okay, Serbia will have their full attention. And that's the way I look at it, is when I look at, I'll go back and I'll watch the game, and tomorrow I'll have more of an opinion on what happened, because I'll go back and I can watch it. But, when you look at this team, you have the old and the young, and it's just, after watching them play their first game, when you put in that second group, that's the group that made the decision, made the transition, which is Anthony Edwards, Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, and Tyrese. So the key to this team is finding out which are the fives that work together. And LeBron, when you looked at what Kobe did, LeBron, they finished in 2004. That's what year they didn't win it. 2004, what happened? They finished with the bronze medal, or the bronze medal. Then you turn around and they lose again in 2006 in the Worlds. 2008, Kobe comes, and he was the difference. They go back and win 2012, 2016, 2020. Now we're in 2024. And what's going to happen here is you need LeBron to step up. You need Steph Curry to step up. And you're going to need KD, I believe, to be able to play. Now, Jaylen Brown is a great player, but you're going to need KD, I think. You need somebody who can knock down the shots, who's that guy who can take over. And LeBron has never been a takeover guy. That's just not. LeBron is, like I said, when I look at the top players in the league, and I look at what these guys can and cannot do, and what they should and shouldn't do, it's really easy to me. And I just look at these guys, sorry guys, and I look at this team again. Let me pull it back up. I look at this USA team, and you look at who we are, and let me find it. I just went past it. What did I do with that? Sorry, guys. I had it up here. Let me pull it back up here as soon as I can find my NBA Olympic team. Okay. When you look at this team, when you look at who we have on this team, what is the continuity? Who is the leader? Who is the guy that's supposed to get you over the top? Well, that's supposed to be LeBron. But LeBron doesn't have that leadership quality, that killer, I'm a closeout game mentality. And people say, oh, well, he led the fourth quarter. Well, big deal. SGA led the league in fourth quarter game-winning shots, 61%. The closest person to him was Jokic at 52, and LeBron was at 35. But LeBron led the fourth quarter in scoring. Well, who cares if you score early? It's what the hell you do late. What do you do late when the game is on the line? What do you do then? To me, that's what matters. That's what separates the great players from whatever. That's why he's not the GOAT to me. Now, I look at it really simple in the way I've always looked at it. Michael Jordan is the best player ever. Kobe is the most skilled player ever, which means he could do more than everybody else. And LeBron's the best all around. I mean, as far as he replaces Magic Johnson to me as the best all around player. But is he the GOAT? Hell no, because he disappears. When you need the guy, he disappears. That's what LeBron does. And as to me, is what he's always done. So I really could never give him GOAT status because of that one simple, I don't know if you want to call it flaw, I don't know what you want to call it, but I can't. You look at this team, and you guys tell me, who on this team you look at needs to be the leader? Thus far, Anthony Davis has been the dominant player. Steph Curry, he needs to catch and shoot. He's not really a closer. Jason Tatum is not really a closer. Kevin Durant, yes, but he hasn't played. Embiid, yes, but he's a center. Anthony Edwards, yes, he could be. Devin Booker, no, not really. Drew Holiday, no, not really. He's a role player. Bam Adebayo is a role player. Derek White's a role player. Tyrese is a role player. So when you look at this team and what they can and cannot do, you worry. Now, it's funny is that in every Olympics or whatever. Now, remember, this is not the Olympics. This is just, hey, let's work out the kinks. Let's work out what we do. Kind of like what the Thunder did as far as the preseason. That's what they did. They did the same thing as far as the preseason in Utah. They did the same thing as far as in Utah with having the preseason summer league versus, and then this is a regular summer league. So that's why I said I'm not really worried about what happened against Toronto. Excuse me, in our bad shooting. I'm just not really worried about it right now because of the simple fact that I believe we will come back. I believe we will be fine and get done what we need to get done here in the preseason. I'm not really worried about it too much because I believe that this team, our Thunder team, is set, and they're going to have to make some decisions and make some trades. There's no question about it. The team currently constructed, I don't know if that's going to be the team that's actually going to get us where we need to be, but we shall see how that works. That being said, people quit texting me. I'm on the show. Come get on YouTube and text me. So I like what I've seen from the USA thus far. It is early. I think, they are in the process of trying to figure out the roles of player, who's going to play well together. Because in basketball, it's all about the five that play well together. They may not be your best five, but it's the five that plays together. And when you have Halliburton, and you have AD, and you have Bam, and you have Jason, and you have AD, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, when you have those guys together, that group is really strong, and that group is hard to deal with because you've got size inside. Anthony Davis at the 5, Bam at the 4. They both can block shots. They're both rim protectors. They're both all NBA defensively. Then you got Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, and then you have Jason Tatum on the wings, and then you have Tyrese Halliburton, who's one of the best guards in the league at defending, who's unselfish. And then now you added Derek White as another unselfish guy. So I guess they look for more unselfish and more worried about Jaylen Brown being a selfish guy. But it's about them figuring it out. It's about what five works together, and that's what this whole preseason is about. And like I said, Canada had their full attention. Why? Because we got beat by Germany, we got beat by Canada. So Canada was going to have our full attention. Serbia, on Wednesday, they'll have our full attention. South Sudan, they're not going to have our full attention. Germany, they will have our full attention going into the deal. And then, of course, we play Serbia in our group stage. So they're going to have our full attention. Canada, Australia, the team they didn't have our full attention. And I promise you, when I go back and look at it, I'm going, I can't believe I missed the damn game anyway. But Canada did not have our full attention. I can promise you. They did not have our full attention at all. But I promise you, Wednesday, Serbia will have our full attention, and I'll be excited about that. Now, Caitlin Clark. I'm wore out with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is one of the top players in the league, no doubt. But because I heard this take today, men's soccer and women's basketball are a lot alike. They're being defensive in the way they're handling things because they're not used to being in the middle, in the media attention, because they're not used to people watching. And when people are watching, it's a whole different level of pressure. It's a whole different level of how you handle things because people are doing what? People are watching, which means they're paying attention. So a lot of these two particular, let's just take men's soccer because of Greg Berhalter, how he got fired. And let's look at the WNBA, how Caitlin Clark's not on the team. Because of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA, I think, what did they say? I saw something today that they had, in 16 years, they had never had 1 million people watching a game. Since Caitlin Clark's been in the league, she's only not had 1 million people watching her one time. The whole volume, the whole attention span of the WNBA has changed. Like I said earlier in the take, I talked about this. I said that the WNBA is really simple. The WNBA or Caitlin Clark to the WNBA is really simple. This is what's going on. when Magic and Bird got there, the NBA was not on, was taped, the finals were tape delayed. People don't even know that. You couldn't watch it live. It was tape delayed. Then all of a sudden, with these two came in, bam, all of a sudden the attention came. When Michael Jordan hit, the NBA went to another level. When Michael Jordan got here. It's the same thing with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is Michael Jordan. Now, Angel Reese, yeah, if you want to stick her in there, that's fine a little bit. But people, if there's no Caitlin Clark, people don't watch it because of Angel Reese. I promise you. I like Angel Reese, and I think she's great. And I do understand that she's tying herself to that and what happened with her when they beat Caitlin Clark in the finals 2 years ago in the NCAA finals, women's college finals. And then Caitlin Clark came back last year and beat them this past year, and came back and beat them and went on and then lost to South Carolina, who was the best team in the league 2 years in a row. But anyway, that being said, Caitlin Clark now is the one that she's the Michael Jordan. She's bringing all of this attention globally to the league. And I don't think the league really knows really what to do with this right now. I don't know if they know what to do with what she's doing, okay? And that's what I think is happening. Like I said, I saw this take earlier, and it was just about that, how men's soccer is the same way. They don't know how to handle all the attention. The WNBA for sure. Now, if they dropped the ball on Caitlin Clark being on the team, maybe. Are they going to win without her? Yes. To me, is it a better story them coming back in 4 years from now, her being really a part of the team instead of just being on the team, now playing? Because I promise you, if she's on the team right now, she's not going to be playing a lot. Caitlin Clark doesn't play, blah, 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 blah. You have all these other distractions. Now, the coach of the team got mad because she's also the Minnesota Lynx coach. She goes, listen, why are you talking to me about the Olympic team? I'm coaching the Lynx right now. And she's right. Why the hell are you talking to her about her team that she's why aren't you talking about the team she's coaching right now? She's not coaching the Olympic team right now. And I just think that that's the ridiculous part of what's going on here. Okay, that's the ridiculous part of what's going on. I think that Caitlin Clark could be on the team, but I think it would be more of a distraction, her not being on the team, simply because then why isn't she playing? Why is she playing? Why is she going to on and on and on and on and on? Instead of once it's over with, it's over with. Just let it go, guys. People, let it go. She's not on the team. She's not going to be on the team. Let it go. Let's move on. Okay? Let's move on. Because of the simple fact, she ain't there. She's not going to be there. We have our team. We're going to win. Let's move on. Let's get ready for women. When does it start? Next week, I believe. So, but I do believe the women's team is going to go ahead and win and do their thing. That's what I think. But my deal is, why aren't they playing right now? Why aren't they practicing? The WNBA league is going on right now, and the Olympics start next week. When are they? Are they just going to step in there and practice and go right away? Now, a lot of them have played together before and have been on the team, and that's the difference between men's and women's. The women's team players are usually the same ones over and over. They usually have 6 or 7 that come back, or 8 that come back every 4 years, so they're used to playing with each other, where the men's team is completely different. So I wonder if that's why they haven't practiced, because the WNBA is going on right now. And so when in the hell are they going to just come in and practice for 4 days and then start the Olympics? I mean, how does that work exactly? And I need to find out the answer to that, since I'm asking the question. How does that work? Unless one of you all can tell me how the hell that works, because I'm like, it starts. And y'all are basically, Caitlin Clark's playing for a team. These girls are playing for, and your coach is coaching, when are you playing? So we shall see. But to me, drop the story about Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is not ready for that. And like I said, to me, it's a bigger thing moving forward that you put an Angel Reese, and you get rid of some of these older veteran girls who are ladies who are gone, and you bring in the younger girls that everybody's now familiar with. You bring them up and you let them go. Okay, that's, to me, you started for 4 years from now. Kind of like with the men's, like the dude talking about, Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is not good enough to play in the league. He ain't good enough to be in the league. Yeah, he had 18 seconds of video? What do you do with the rest of it? I'm just over it. Now, Cooper Flagg, I watched him play. The kid can play. But he is a high schooler. He ain't ready. he ain't ready. I can promise you. I would have liked to see the whole scrimmage, and you could see how he was getting beat one-on-one, how he wasn't getting his shot up, how he was getting the ball stuff. You can see all this other stuff instead of focusing on that 18 seconds of clips that he did something. And what was the game? 30 minutes? And we saw 18 seconds of clips. Like I said before, I'm kind of over that. So let's go ahead and take a break. Thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my guy Mark Long up. He is the dude. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you have a water treatment plant or if you have a dam in your neighborhood that you need to be checked on, they are perfectly skilled for that. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers, software to make your office run smoother, or website design, they are the people to hit up. Hit up my guy Russell Williford. And the thing, like I said, I love about him is that every time something messes up on my computer, they can remote in. I don't have to take my system in. And as long as it's, remember, as long as it's not related to mechanics and it's just software driven, they can remote in and take care of you. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro and Adrian Fierro, hit those guys up if you have dirt, rock, or sand that need to be moved. And of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. So please check them out and do that, and they would be happy to work with you in any way they can. Also, you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Go check them out. You can do that. Then, of course, you can go to the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic.
From downtown, historic Yukon.
How you gonna slide in on me, bro? I should have known that was you when I had that reverb in there on me. YMB East is my guy Drew hit on HuskerDrewPicks.com. YMB East was off the Parkway in 66. YMB Mustang located 218 North Mustang Road. YMB Parkway, Garth Brooks, and I-40, 215 steps from I-40. As a matter of fact, according to our guy Nathan Taylor of YNB, and of course YNB Bethany, YNB People's Bank in Bethany, 6201 Northwest 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, 4609 Southeast 29th, Dale City, 405-670-2424. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays, probably serving the Middale area since 1982. Big Dog, what's up, my boy Drew? And is that my guy Ben Dillman, High Stick Harry?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
What y'all up to, man?
High Stick Harry.
We all three haven't been on in I don't know how long, man.
I ain't going high stick. I thought he played his south for the summer.
Well, hockey is over with. He don't have time for us, man. He's too busy.
No. He's got 4 jobs.
Yeah, he does. Well, that's why we haven't seen him. Working too much.
Cruising around.
Working too much. Hey, did you guys hear my take on the USA? Did y'all, or the Thunder? Did you hear one of those, Drew?
I didn't. I've been dealing with the general public and the heat.
All right, well, I was just talking about it being also about Caitlin Clark, and I'm so over. I mean, I'm tired of hearing about it. She ain't on the team. She ain't going to be on the team. Drop it.
No. Yeah.
She ain't going to be there. In fact, focus on what's going to be there in the future. And then the second thing, Drew, is it starts next week. When the hell are they going to practice, the women?
I don't know.
I mean, they're playing games right now. When are you? How many practices are you going to have? The men, unfortunately, are having.
I just tell you that the lack of competition on the international level for women's basketball is probably severe.
Yeah, they have a couple teams they got to worry about. I think Brazil and a couple, but for the most part, they don't. The USA men's just barely beat Australia, which of course they overlooked Australia. They didn't get motivated for that at all.
I'm going out on a limb and going on the record and saying that the U.S. will not win a gold medal this year. You're first.
I don't know, Drew, man. When they put that 1-5 together, when it's that 5 they put together.
You got LeBron James on the team. He's guaranteed the championship.
Yeah, well, I said that earlier. When I went through the list of their team as far as closers, the only closer they have is Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And that's the only closer they got.
Tatum's hot cold.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Him, Anthony Edwards is a closer. But those are the only two closers they got. LeBron's not a closer. Steph's not a closer. Uh, Anthony Davis kind of a closer, but he's just been dominant in this deal. He's dominant today. What 17, 15, and 17 points. What 15 boards in 18 minutes.
Well, you put him on a team without LeBron James, and look what he could do.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm a.
You put him out there with another superstar, not named LeBron James, and look what he does.
Yeah. What? But but that team though with Tyrese, Anthony Edwards, Jason, him, and Bam, and you got Bam at the 4. Who's scoring inside with them? Either AD or Bam is throwing that out of there, and then you got AD, you got Anthony Edwards and Tyrese coming across. I mean, Jason coming across blocking shots. So that 5 is nasty that they have. But it took Booker and Tyrese Halliburton to make shots to close it out for them. Did you guys get a chance to see soccer at all this weekend?
I did. Yep. You'd be proud of me. I want you, but you know what? I didn't see who won.
Well, Spain. Argentina.
They did win.
Yeah.
But Messi got hurt.
Messi got hurt.
His leg was gonna get a freaking grapefruit on it.
Yeah, dude, it was a freak deal, Drew. He was trying to kick the ball.
I saw people crying in the stands because he got hurt.
Yeah,
He was balling.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, if you watched the play, and I was watching it live, and he got hurt, dude.
I mean, I saw Kobe Bryant tear Achilles, but I didn't start crying.
Well, we're not fanatical. Those
You
people.
you guys see that stadium? All those people sneaking in.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, through the roof, through the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
soccer.
were doing that, and they pushed over one of the security rails, and everybody just ran through.
Hey, soccer
It's all
fans.
fun and games till you fall through the soffit.
Hey, Drew.
Oh, I
Hey,
know.
Drew and Ben. I'm gonna tell you, when I was in Brazil playing for the USA team, and I saw a moat around the field, I'm like, why the hell they got a moat around the?
Yeah.
And I understand why they had a moat around the field.
Yep.
And still people will jump out of the stands and jump right in the water. They don't care. They really don't care. They are fanatical. They are there. But Spain beat England 2-1. Great match, by the way. That
Did you
was.
see the ending on that?
Yes, I did.
That was unreal.
Unreal, bro. Great match.
That defender back there with that header off it too, off the keeper's save too. That was unreal.
Yeah.
Great ending of the game.
Yep, it was a great game. England, of course, falling short again. And I didn't know that the sport had started over there as well. I saw this thing where the sport had started in England. And, yeah, they're not dominant. But, of course.
Pretty much most civilized things started in England.
Well, I guess since they were the world, since they were a world power for a century or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But anyway, Argentina, great win for them without Messi. And I have a question for both of y'all. Do you retire?
No, I think that'll be his last international game.
That's what I'm talking about. For playing for Argentina.
It depends on this injury. I really do think. I mean,
Well,
you
he's
have
got to
to.
play in the World Cup, right?
Well, this was the
I
World
think
Cup.
so.
The World Cup's in 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I hope so. I think he'd still be young enough to still do it, but I just think this injury might take him out of his league play for a while.
Well, remember though, he won the World Cup, the last World Cup.
He's won the last 3 tournaments he's played.
Well, no. I'm saying he won the last World Cup, and then they've just won this
Yeah,
deal.
Argentina won the last 4 major tournaments.
So,
And he didn't score this whole tournament either.
well, I know the kid that scored the winning goal. He is the one. He's their leading scorer, and he didn't even start.
Yeah, and, I don't think Ronaldo.
Blue uniforms.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Drew,
don't think
that's what it
Ronaldo
is.
scored either.
no, he didn't. But the whole thing is, what I'm saying is, if you're Messi, you walk away and you've got the World Cup. Okay, you've got soccer's biggest thing. Then you turn around and now you've won you've won Copa America. Do you walk away now? If you're going to walk away, it's like John Elway. You walk away on top right now. Walk away. You're older. You don't have it anymore like you used to. You still have it, but not. You're like LeBron
Yeah.
James. You don't really have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't think he'd want to go out that way.
As champion.
Yeah, I know. He won, but he doesn't feel like he won because he wasn't out there for the whole. You know what I mean?
Agreed. But I still. What do you think, Drew? Do you walk away?
Probably not. I'm with Ben on that. I think that he won't want to go out like that on a sled. He'd rather go out on a sword. Beat him. If not, he'd go in, walk out, put finger in the air.
Yeah, then he's got 2 years till the next one, and then he can go and ride off after that. I think, regardless of how it goes.
Yeah,
31, 32?
he's older than that.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's amazing if you run like that and be older than that.
Yeah, but remember in soccer, you only have to run. You don't have to run where he's at. He didn't run a whole lot.
He's 37.
Yeah,
37.
yeah. He's old. He.
Well, Jordan averaged, what, 34 games and he was 37?
Yeah, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying is that Jordan was kind of at 30 something. You're on your way out. You really are in every sport.
Be, like a substitute. 30 minutes left. Come on, put the captain sleeve on.
He's
run
not
out
going.
there.
He's not going to want to do that.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember
Just
when
saying,
you're the whole thing is this: when you're one of the greatest players ever in your sport.
Oh yeah,
That's hard to walk away from. Number one,
1,000,000%.
and number two, the whole
I
thing
think there's
is,
there's probably, only one, maybe two people that are better than him.
yeah, ever, yeah.
Diego Maradona.
Well, and our boy, what's his name? I can't.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. To me, it's Ronaldo. Him. It's
It's argument.
it's one. It depends on what you like. Ronaldo is more athletic and does more spectacular, crazy stuff than Messi. And Messi is he's just fundamentally ridiculous. I guess is what it
more
is.
of the frame too. He has a bigger frame. He's a little different. They're a little bit different player.
Definitely different player. So, but I don't know.
Ronaldo's pretty boy, though.
Yeah, he definitely is that. But Messi has been with his same high school girlfriend. He married his high school girlfriend. They've been together for 20 years. So, it's just kind of like Ben and I talked about. I think it was you and me, Ben, talked about that, is that when you've been with a woman since high school, she knows all your dirty laundry.
Yep. Yep, sure does. Might as well just stick right there.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
You probably don't have as much dirty laundry because you've been married since high school.
Nah, they got dirty laundry, bro. You're an athlete, you got dirty laundry. You got dirty laundry. If you're an athlete, you got dirty laundry. Promise you.
Yeah.
You got dirty laundry.
That young kid for Spain, what was it, Lamine now?
Yes, the 16-year-old.
He won the MVP. Yeah, he was 16 when the tournament started. He's 17 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid is nasty.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. And it's just, it's like I tell people, they were talking about, this guy was talking about how Cooper Flagg needs to be in the Olympic team. Shut the hell up. Cooper Flagg's in high school.
No.
Cooper Flagg's in high school. He ain't ready. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Drew. I'm like, you saw 18 seconds of him making plays. What about the other 39 minutes and 40-something seconds? What about that?
Yeah,
it's the team with prima donnas that aren't playing defense against you guys.
It's like, come on, man.
Cadillac.
I'm so over these guys.
If
I'm
they
like,
would have that Christian Leitner rule where you had to have one guy,
he still wouldn't be it.
He still wouldn't make it.
He still wouldn't be
it. Yeah, he still wouldn't make it for me. So I don't know. He's a good player.
I'll take Carolina minus 3 points in the first two Carolina games. I'll take right now.
Hey, Drew, did you read Randy Wright's Commander's text just now?
No, wait, thanks.
He said he and I don't have dirty laundry, but you do. Hey, I can't. Hey, Drew, I can't. Hey, Drew, I can't say nothing. He was my roommate. Colin, I can't say. Hey, Commander, you right. I'm not saying anything. He's got all my dirty laundry. So, but anyway, I just think Messi, dude, if you're gonna walk away on top. But I do understand how hard it is to be one of the best ever in your sport and to walk away, because who are you after that? Michael Jordan. Well, when Michael Jordan walked away, he was something else other than Michael Jordan. John Elway walked away. He was something else than John Elway.
If he would have played that whole game, I think he would be okay with walking away. The fact that he didn't play the whole game, I think that's what's going to keep him
but
playing.
Ben, I think that the truth of the matter is, when somebody's better than you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
and if you can beat the guy and pass the buck a little bit and be all right with that, then that's okay. But if not, which I don't think he has every right not to.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
He has every right not to, but also if he can, then that's fantastic.
It's hard to walk away, man. It's hard to walk away, but at the same time, you know when you're done.
Yep.
And your mind might be telling you something.
Somebody's going to tell you.
Yeah, your mind might be telling you something else, and you don't want to do something. But it's time to walk away, and but it's a hard thing to do.
Maybe this is his body telling him.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, but he was playing pretty good, but he hadn't scored the whole team. When's the last time he didn't score in a tournament?
I don't think there's ever been one.
You know what I'm saying?
that
He
he's
didn't score.
played. I'm being completely. I don't really think there's ever been one that he's played in, especially a major tournament.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. But that being said, okay, Drew, your favorite sport, Major League Baseball, bro. Holler at me about it.
Yeah. They're going to the All-Star break.
All-Star game is, well, the home run derby's tonight. What do you think about the new rules with 3 minutes?
And let me go ahead and get this off my chest, and I meant to say this Friday. It is an absolute joke that the Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher is starting the All-Star game when he only has 7 wins on the entire freaking season. I mean, the dude missed half the first part of the season. I get that he's great, and he's throwing gas, but he hasn't played half the season. I mean, for God's sake, I mean,
Isn't it up to the fans? It's up to the fans, right?
No, not the start. Pitcher start.
12-1 for the Braves, and most strikeouts in Major League Baseball, and he doesn't get to start because we wouldn't watch this prima donna pitch, and he's only played, he only has 7 wins.
Well, we don't want to watch it. Drew, we don't want to watch him that America does.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I know you
I
don't.
want to watch him, but I don't think he deserves to start.
Well, in today's society of,
I agree with that.
they were talking about how he should start because more people will watch because he's the phenom. And so more people will watch.
His girlfriend's famous and all that kind of stuff.
100%. There it is. And his girlfriend's Olivia Dunn.
Okay, that doesn't make me want to watch.
Well, I know, but that's kind of
I just think that it shortchanges 2 or 3 other guys that have played the whole first part of the season. I'll go back to Chris Sale and I'll go back to the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. Both of them are 12-1. Both of them have more strikeouts. Both of them have more wins. And we start this guy because he's being dominant and he's throwing 100 miles an hour. Yeah, but he doesn't deserve to be the starter in the All-Star game.
I agree with that.
He deserves to be on the All-Star team, but not start.
I agree.
Okay, I'm not opposed to it, but I do understand media-wise why they did it. They're gonna have more
It'd be
views.
different. Yeah, it'd be different if he was also 12-1. You know what I mean? It'd be a different story.
Right.
But he's not. He came in late. I think just some of those other guys, pitched a few more innings and had a little bit better numbers.
And he's on pitch count. He's on pitch like 85 pitches a game.
Yeah, so they're taking him out instead of those other guys getting out there a little bit. So, yeah.
Just got me. I'd be a little red ass the other day because I think the guy's great. I like watching him pitch, but there's a couple other guys that were more deserving to start that game.
I agree with that, but yeah, I do agree that he should be on the team, but just probably not started, especially being a rookie.
But you understand though, they're doing it because of clicks. They gotta get views.
Yeah.
Now you can guarantee people are tuning to the All-Star game.
That's all it is. I mean, this is a world of clicks. Whatever you say to get people clicks. I mean,
Yep.
You can say stuff is outrageous.
Olivia Dunn shows up in a catcher's outfit in a bathing suit.
Are we talking about the gymnast Olivia Dunn?
Yeah.
They both went to LSU, yeah.
Well, does she even? Is she any good?
I mean, she was on their
I
team.
don't know how she didn't make the Olympic team if she's a national champ. How she wasn't even at the Olympic trials.
Because you got to win your trials.
It's a team deal too for national champ, like for the champion team deal.
You have to win Olympic trials.
A couple of her teammates that were in the Olympic trials that didn't make the Olympic team, but I guess the women's Olympic team, there's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
I feel like you could argue. I mean, you got Simone Biles and pretty much.
Well, Simone Biles is ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's
And
ridiculous.
pretty much anybody from OU, pretty much.
Well, all 3 of them. You got her. You got the 2, one Hernandez, and then there's 2 Hispanic, Mexican girls on there, and there's the one kind of redhead.
Yeah, but the thing is, OU's. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, OU's gymnastics team is ridiculous. I mean, they are ridiculous. I mean, they really are. They're like OU's women's softball team. They're ridiculous. I mean, they just are. They got all the best athletes. They have the best coach, and they do the best thing. But okay, how about you guys feeling about 19 players under the age of 27? How does that make you guys feel?
Good for the game.
Yeah, I mean,
There's 19 players under the age of 27.
19 players under 27 in the All-Star game.
like these days, there's not a lot of guys like how there used to be some guys. There used to be a big group of guys that knew anywhere from the age of 33 to 38 in Major League Baseball. Anywhere from pitchers, big name guys. Now that's shrunken down quite a bit. The guys are starting to retire a little bit earlier, especially pitchers and stuff. They're not going into their late 30s. So
Well,
some of
that
those big
that
names
and the
are
money,
getting out
that
of
and
it.
that money they're making is astronomical. They ain't got to play for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now you got these guys on pitch counts, got different things going. So I mean, it makes sense to me. I think that number's going to continue to grow. Actually, it's the same thing with the
Yeah.
NHL. Just to get the sports just getting a little bit younger, with all their numbers
Tell
and
you what,
statistics
these
they're doing.
streaming services, these NBC, Peacock, and Amazon Primes, and all these different sports things that are picking up these TV contracts, they're just making it where these guys make so much money. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, what's so
Even if
funny
the
is
games
that,
nobody watches.
well, they're talking about Peacock. Peacock had this huge deal because they had the Chiefs and the Dolphins on. That's why they made all that money.
Well, the NBA deal, they're going to have an NBA on every night, 7 days a week on 7 different networks.
Right. Well, that gives you a chance for the visit to see your favorite
You have
team.
NBA on every night.
But Drew, that's because
Well,
that.
I'm just saying that it's going to be like a game of the night every night in the NBA on a different network.
Well, but Drew, the good thing about that though is that people are going to get more exposure. The bad thing about it is that there's been a lot of people. This is not your team. Like, I mean, let's face it, Drew. I don't really care. I mean, if it's the San Antonio Spurs and the Thunder, yes. If it's San Antonio and Denver, yes. But it depends on who the hell the team is playing, whether I'm gonna watch or not. Now I'm watching every Thunder game, but I'm like, it depends on who the other players are. I'm not watching any team.
I like watching Shaq and them roll at least twice a week, and now we're only going to get them once a week, kind of stakes. So
Yeah.
different things like
You
that.
only get next year we get it. Next year is their last year for inside the NBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
The last year, and but to me, I mean, I get it, but it's kind of like this with Prime. They're terrible. That group they have is terrible. Richard, those guys, they're terrible. Nobody watches that mess. You got to get guys on there who want to see Tony Gonzalez. I don't care about him.
It's kind of surprising with all the money that they have in Prime that they don't get.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, Drew. All the good people are taken. Everybody's taken. Tony Romo's taken. All the regular people are taken. They're taking. All the good people are taken. So they're trying to build up and get somebody who they think is going to be the next guys to build it up, and it's not it. And in the NBA, I definitely don't want to see Carter, and I definitely don't want to see Draymond Green. Nope, Draymond Green is not forcing me to watch TV. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go watch. I don't want to watch Draymond Green in some post game and give his analysis. I have no desire for that. Zero. I will not watch anything he's on. Just won't. I don't know why you don't keep Shaq and all of them together. Well, first of all,
I think their ticket's just going to be a little too much.
Well, no, I mean, Prime has got enough money to buy whatever ticket. All these people, ESPN, they all have enough money to buy.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Prime got all that money. And I just think they're going to hire somebody. They're going to develop somebody. I mean, someone's got.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, Drew. They're trying to develop. I understand you're developing, but who the hell you're developing? It's like Greg, what's his name? Trying to do the Super Bowl. He's terrible. He's not Tony Romo. He's not Troy Aikman. Even though those are Dallas Cowboy quarterbacks.
And he hates the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, but I'm just saying he's terrible in his takes. I'm like, dude, you're garbage. You're not very good.
Yeah.
You're not very good. I mean, Tony Romo, people can say what they want to. I don't care who you are. You're calling plays out before they do it.
Yeah.
You're calling plays out before they run them. That's pretty good stuff.
See how Brady does this year.
He'll be good.
It's going to be interesting.
He'll be good.
So too.
But like I said, Drew, this is one thing I've said. You either come across on the camera either likes you or it doesn't.
Right.
It just does. It likes you or it doesn't. And I don't care who you are in those groups we're talking about with Shaq and them, the camera loves them. The camera loves Strahan and those guys. And what did Fox do? They took them all from CBS. Took them all. I mean, to me, come in and take all of that whole group together. Now, I know that, what's our boy's name that's the head of it? What's his name? Help me, guys. That runs it. Oh, my God.
Murdoch?
No. The one that runs the show for them for TNT. The main guy.
Kenny, no, not Kenny.
What is not? What is his
Johnson.
name? Drew. What's his name?
Johnson.
Huh?
Ernie.
Ernie. Yeah, Ernie. Well, he's not moving
Ernie
because
Johnson.
he's staying where he's staying, and Kenny, I guess, is staying. But hey, dude, he will move if you give him enough money. Am I wrong?
Yep.
Pay him about $50 million.
think so.
I promise you he'll move out of Atlanta.
Yep.
But then he may be at that age where he spent all the money he can. But hey, this is for your grandchildren and your great
You know what,
grandchildren.
Ernie?
Yeah, Ernie.
Ernie's big deal is his kid. I know one of his kids has a whole bunch of special needs.
Yeah, that's why
A
he's
whole
not
bunch
leaving.
of,
Yeah.
whole bunch of issues.
And
Yeah,
Kenny
yeah.
is
So I
from.
know-
Kenny loves Atlanta. Who doesn't love the
Yeah.
ATL though? I love
Oh,
Atlanta.
yeah.
I like
Best
Atlanta.
wings in the country.
I like Atlanta. I don't necessarily like the Braves that much, but I like. Ooh, he let me get away with that, Ben. He didn't say nothing. He let me get away with that, Ben.
No,
I kind of
no.
like that. He must
He
not have heard
walked
it.
along.
He must not have heard it. That's what that was. That's exactly what that was. You know, he must have let that deal go. One thing I was going to say this, though, Ben. I just, my biggest takeaway from everything that's going on right now, and I said this, my biggest takeaway is that with social media, that it's ruining the sports a little because now everybody has a voice and people are out there saying nonsense, and it's like, what are you talking about? But it's all about clicks and all about likes. You got to say the right things. Oh, did you hear blah blah? And then you want to talk about
Answer
it.
the question the
I,
correct way.
give me
Yeah.
give me substance. I want to hear substance. Give me a good take. Give me something I want to hear. I don't want to hear a bunch of nonsense that doesn't make no sense whatsoever. I'm not
Especially when they're
clicking
trying
on
to
that.
walk them into answering the question the way they want them.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, the Chiefs coming back to win 3 in a row. Is it possible? Yes. Will they do it? Who the hell knows? First of all, nobody's gotten back to the Super Bowl to try to get 3 in a row, first of all. I mean, you got to get there. And what was it? The Dolphins and the 49ers are the two that have come the closest.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the Dolphins is a sea of hands when the Raiders beat them, when Davis caught that pass with three Dolphins around him and he hauls it in, and then when Roger Craig fumbled against the Giants. So those are the only two that really, both of them were there to win, and then something happened at the end, whether it's history, whether it's whatever. Now, if they win 3 in a row, do you put Mahomes ahead of Brady, Ben?
No, I don't think. I mean, their neck. It's A-B at that point. I mean, Mahomes. It'll always be an argument, even if they don't win 3 in a row, because just the way that he's playing, especially at the age. I mean, he still has, almost
He's
another
28.
decade here.
He's
Yeah, that's the
28.
thing. He still has. If he tries, which he is, if he does everything right, and if he wants to play that long, he's still got another decade.
Yeah,
So,
my thing is this: he's not going to go 10 years without winning the Super Bowl,
but
like
yeah,
Brady did.
that's my point too. Is that even if he doesn't win the third one in a row, even if he gets another one, they're going to be right there. It's going to be an A-B, I think, for a while. I think Tom Brady's going to have the one until he overpasses him with rings. Doesn't matter if he wins 3 in a row. Doesn't matter because just the game, changes and it's always changing around and doing different things. So
And you got to
they're
get
always
lucky,
gonna have
Ben. Don't you agree? Don't you got
Do
to get
what?
lucky? I mean,
Oh
let's
yeah,
face
well
it.
that's half of winning it. You got to get a couple bounces. Sometimes the ball's just gonna hit off somebody's butt and go your way, or just something like that. It's just,
Well, like the
you got
Chiefs,
to get
the
those
ankle,
bounces.
the Chiefs, the ankle. When it went off the punt return, when it went off,
Yeah.
it dropped off the gap. I mean, but it's
But
like
like I
this.
say,
Brady,
you just take the bounce and two to go your way.
yeah, you got to have it. You got to have like
And
Brady.
if,
I'm
and if,
sorry,
if those two
that was
bounces
a
go the other
fumble
way, then that's all
against the
the
Raiders.
difference.
But Ben, against the Raiders, that was a fumble.
Oh,
Tuck
yeah,
rule. What the hell you talking
It's
about?
your
Ain't no
fault.
tuck rule. That was a fumble.
Yeah,
It's a fumble.
I agree with that.
And of course, they took the rule
That's
out
technical.
after that. That's a fumble. Tuck rule.
Yeah, that and then like the snowball or whatever when they were out there and they
They moved
threw
the
the
other.
field
You
goal.
can't do that. I mean, it's just on and on and on. I mean, but anyway, it is what it
There's a whole
is.
bunch. It just takes getting a bounce here and there, no matter what the sport is.
Yep, and it's like when they beat the Chiefs. Offsides, really? You threw a pick,
Yep.
Brady. You threw a pick to end again the game in the championship
You
series.
lost.
You threw a pick.
You made a poor decision.
You
Yeah,
threw a
it
pick.
happened.
And you got the offsides, which allowed y'all to score a touchdown, and then Mahomes wasn't allowed to get the ball again. And still, like I said, the ironic thing of that whole thing is that the Chiefs, after that, wanted to change the rules. The Buffalo Bills said no, voted no to change the rules, and then 2 years later it comes back to bite them.
Yep.
I think that's funny.
Isn't that wild?
And the Chiefs voted yes, even after they go, yeah, let's go ahead. We won. Hey, we're supposed to win. We're going to win. But give us a chance to get the ball. So,
Well, now it comes back to bite them again. Yeah, that's what
yep,
I'm
came
saying.
back
So
to
I
buy
think
Buffalo. I thought that was funny.
that's the only way. That's the only way to beat the Chiefs at this point. Is if they don't have the ball at the end. That's
Yeah,
it.
he is just, I mean, to me, Mahomes is just, he is
It
what,
just
like I told somebody, I said, what he is, he's Brady and Manning mentally, but with the skill set and be able to run, not necessarily like more like a Randall Cunningham or something like, they don't run.
yeah.
It's not like he's not Michael Vick because that's Lamar. But, he's able to run and get first downs. Do you know that he had more first downs?
Like a Dante Culpepper with just
Yeah,
a cannon
well,
back
no,
there.
he's better
Because
than that.
didn't
He's
run
better than
too
that.
fast.
He's better
Didn't
than
run
that.
too fast. No,
He's,
that's what I'm saying. But still, the cannon of a
yeah.
run.
But it's so funny is that he led the league in running for first downs last year?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes a
He
lot
doesn't
of
run.
sense.
Somebody goes, well, you should put a spy on him. Well, if you put a spy on him, he's going to use that spy against you because he's going to throw where that spy is supposed to be. He's going to use
Exactly. Yeah.
you give him
Yeah.
one
Well,
less defender. Yeah, that's not that won't
and
work. That won't
how
work.
Reed, Andy Reid lets him and some of the guys. He lets them ad lib. So like you never really like the play could be right there. You could see on film every single time they're gonna do that. But you put
Yeah,
that spot on there one time,
it's
Travis
over.
Kelsey's gonna read that. He's just gonna do a little cross
Yeah, and
route.
hey,
Get that 8 yards, first down.
hey,
Call it.
what
Let's
you
go.
gonna do when he throws the behind the back pass?
There's nothing you can do. That guy's an animal.
If he throws the behind
He's
the
a lot
back
of fun to
pass,
watch. He's a lot of fun to
yeah,
watch.
they said that Mahomes said that Reed gets mad at him because he hasn't done it. Man, do it. And Mahomes like, no, he's just
He's
not
like,
ready. He's just gonna have to do it without thinking. It's just gonna have to be wham.
yeah.
It's gonna, somebody's in him and he has to throw it behind the back. That's what. But he's afraid
I
that if
just
he screws up, that it's gonna be forever. Oh, make fun of him. I think that's why he doesn't do it.
And I think just the more time that we got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes together, the more just magical plays we're going to see.
Yeah,
Just different
yeah,
things. They're just exciting to watch. They're not
yeah,
my favorite team by any means, but damn, are they fun to watch.
yeah. And I think Andy Reid is looking to probably. I think because he's at 3 now. Belichick is at 6. I think
I think,
he's got at least 5 or 6 more years. I think he's trying to catch Belichick. That's what I
yeah, I
think.
think that he's going to go out shortly after Kelsey.
Well, Kelsey's only got maybe 2
Kelsey's probably
years.
got 3 years left. I'd say
Maybe
probably
3.
I think two. I think
He
one
got
good year,
1,
like
2.
one great year left. I think he's got one great year left, a good year, then like a half year, and then probably about to be out.
Yeah, I think
Especially if
you're
he
right.
sticks with Taylor.
I think
Especially if he
you're right.
sticks with Taylor.
I think
Then
you're
he'll bounce
right.
out.
Anything else you want to talk about, bro, before we're out of here?
I don't know, brother. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I've got to go.
Jessica Campbell in NHL, big news.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. Let me throw that out there. Thank you for reminding me of that. Since it took you for long enough to remind me of that, bro. Appreciate you for taking so long to remind me. By the way, guys, in NHL news, Jessica Campbell, Soupy, is the first female coach hired by the Kraken as a coach. What is your thoughts on that, Ben?
Yeah, she's been a long time power skating coach and stuff for different teams around the league. Last year, she helped interim coach for the Philadelphia Flyers, and I think it's huge for just women open up different doors, even around it'll open up doors in the collegiate, different things for female coaches going here and there. But almost every NHL team does have a female power skater like coach. Just the way I don't know what it is, but just the way that they teach it, the way that they can get down like low gravity, and almost every team in the league has one. And she's been moving her way, like slowly but surely. I know she worked for the U.S. and Canadian teams in recent past, and now she's up there in Seattle. So she'll be assistant coach up there, first female behind the bench. So that's huge.
Yeah, I just like the fact that you have a female. I mean, I do like, and it's harder to have the females in the locker room.
Yeah.
It really is. And people are like, oh, well, you're sexist. No, I'm not. I'm not
Nope.
about that. But it's hard to have a female in the locker room. And I said, with the women, they're not as bad now as they were when women first got reporters and how the guys are walking around naked in the locker room and stuff like that. Just being disrespectful. I think it's a lot more respectful to women now, clearly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just harder, I think. And like I've always said, it's harder for a woman to teach men than it is men to teach women. But that being said, I still believe also that, when you're a man not playing a women's sport and you're trying to teach women how to play women's sports, it's difficult. But I don't think it's as difficult it is as a woman trying to teach a man more of that. Now, the fundamentals are the fundamentals in basketball. That's what I'm talking about mainly. The fundamentals are the fundamentals. Dribbling is dribbling. But it's the little things that, like, I have an issue with women being analysts. If you want to do my play-by-play, great. But don't you didn't play men's basketball, so how the hell are you going to give me an insight on something you didn't play? You can't do that. It's kind of like men who, if you're not a coach or something, like there are men commentators. I have no problem you doing play-by-play. Anybody can do that. But when you're trying to give me an insight on something you did not play, and you're not it, and that's like I have a problem with a lot of men calling women's sports. You didn't play it. How the hell you gonna know? You didn't play the sport as a man.
Exactly.
That's a woman's sport. When did you play? When did you understand what they do and what they win? When did you do that? So to me, it's hard for people who are not of the same sex to do a sport that you did not play. Now I'm talking about color commentary. Now as far as the play-by-play, yeah, anybody can do that. I don't care. But when you're trying to give me
one of my favorite color commentaries for hockey for women color commentaries is Linda Cohn. She's fantastic. She is so good. She played goalie in college. I think at Maine, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. She was an awesome. Linda Cohn from ESPN.
Yeah.
She's one of the best color commentators for hockey out of all the women that I've ever heard. She's better than a lot of the men. She's freaking fantastic.
Well, that's good because because to me, I've never heard. I mean, like Doris Burke, she's great at breaking down at talking about the game.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
you
didn't play Doris. Sorry.
There's a
you
lot
didn't play.
There's a lot of analysts for NHL, obviously, that they're because they send a lot of people to start with hockey before they go on to basketball or football.
But my deal is this: just because you played
a sport,
but also just because you played a sport, don't mean you can be an analyst.
Oh no, a lot of them haven't played it. That's what
if you
saying.
didn't play,
you're trying to talk about it. You're like you have no idea.
No idea what you're talking about. But then also there's guys who played who can't be an analyst. Just because you played don't mean you're an analyst if you can't talk.
Like Olsen.
Yep, I mean the camera does not love everybody. The camera just doesn't.
Great player.
Yeah, I agree. I just like the camera just does not love everybody. It just doesn't. So, but anyway, I'm with you. Great segment there, brother. Hope to see you again soon, my friend. It's great seeing you.
Man.
All right, my guy. This is my guy Ben Dim at High Stick Harry giving us a breakdown on this hockey. Congratulations to her being the first female coach in the NHL. That being said, everybody have a fantastic day. Peace out.